Hello Scorpio, kia ora koutou katoa. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Thanks so much for watching the videos that I'm making, and this is for, what am I saying? Scorpio, didn't I? Yeah, we're up to you. Far out. It's been a really busy day. Really busy mind, actually, more so than a busy day. So there could be a lot of busyness on your mind at the moment, because it's I've just been picking up on where you've been going, where some of you may have been going, as well as, like there's like mindset or mentally and emotionally, I feel like some of you may be just trying to pull things together and figure out some internal stuff as well as some external stuff, and how you're going to implement things and move things. And I'm feeling like I may be picking up on a lot of people, like as far as like business wise as well. So anyway, I'm just going to carry on with my introduction. So that is kind of part of it. But anyway, Scorpio, this is for you if you're under a Scorpio falls under your sun, moon, rising and or Venus sign. So this is for the month, mid-month reading for September 2021. And we're going to take a look at, do a 3-card reading. Basically, well, there's going to be more than 3 cards, but basically 3 messages. And these cards here are going to be basically the leader of those 3 messages, the lead cards for the three guidance messages that are coming. So why I'm having to do that 3 times, say that, or 2 times. So it's like there's something repeating itself. There's something maybe you're not hearing. Or there's something a little bit out of kilter anyway, so we'll see what comes up. So, and I just want to remind everybody that these reads are general, so, just take what resonates with you and leave what does not. So there, dream catcher, dreaming your wisdom. Okay, so there's something maybe coming through in your night time, maybe in your daytime you may be doing some daydreaming as well, or just like these daydreaming basically, or deja vu's coming through there for you. The other card here is grandmother magics, and I comfort you. So there may be something there where a grandmother literally may be comforting you, or if there's something like you may be remembering a grandmother energy that is with something that is going on around you at the moment that is comforting you, like in a spiritual coming through, and you may be sensing them around right now. So the wild huntress is face your shadow. So there could be some shadow work that's going on by the sound of it. So I'm feeling like, this is like there is a lot of wisdom coming through, and maybe bringing through doing some healing by the feel of it, or mulling through some stuff. Definitely something working by the sound of it too, with this shadow work there with the wild huntress. That's really, that excites me, in the sense that there's movement, when we're looking at when that sort of thing. So I love it when things that sort of stuff comes up, and because I know that I'm working on something. It can be quite shitty sometimes. I don't like what I don't like what I'm seeing or feeling. Is back then more so, and sometimes it's like we just got to get the fuck over it, and then and venture into it, look at it, take it head on, and look at it. What is it that is why we're feeling the way we are, or responding in the way that we are. So this, oh shit, okay, I'll take those. The King of Wands, then we got the 6 of Wands there, the King of Wands, there's Scorpio, oopsie daisy, and then we've got these 2 here, and these 2 here. So on this one we've got the wheel, which is in reverse. Okay, so there's something, maybe not panning out there right well, and okay, and then we've got the chains, which is like the devil. Okay, so this is like it's like the devil card and other cards. So there's something maybe that you're resisting, or you're not allowing yourself to release. Okay, often there is usually it's there's usually something like toxic energy, or energies that our thoughts or feelings or whatever that's going on. So it's interesting that this has come out under the facing your shadow. So there may be something that you are not allowing yourself to transition, to release basically, and you at the end of the day, we are the only ones that can release ourselves from that, by going in and looking at what is going on with us. If there is something that's come up that that we're looking at, you're looking at yourself about, or looking needing to process and shift. then that's amazing. It's because this wheel of fortune, or the wheel, not necessarily of fortune, with it can, with money and that sort of thing, but it could have something to do with that, is like in reverse. So there's something there where maybe you're holding on to something, or that you may be processing now. And then it's like, because usually, that's about something is going to turn around, there's something changing. And at the same time, though, even though it's in reverse, you can turn that around. So, but the fact that that's in reverse and this is on top, and it's talking about, there is something there that this will happen when you turn that around. It will turn around when you deal with whatever that is, okay? And you're probably, I feel like there are still things happening in the background, and so on saying that, but you may be really, really stuck at the moment and feeling really stuck. So it's like shifting. I wouldn't be surprised if it's about shifting your perspective and your around things, which is going to change, the way that you're thinking about things, which is going to change the emotions and this part of your mind, about things as well. So it's like, I feel like there's an illusion, or you're buying into a story of the past and taking it, that sort of thing. So it's about doing some sort of healing in that sort of way, in that capacity. So the King of Wands here, it's interesting. I'm reading these backwards, but it's like, I feel like this is, this is where they're heading towards, looking at, and then, but the King of Wands is here. So there is, the grandmother energy there. So she's talking about, I comfort you. The King of Wands is like, makes shit happen. And I wouldn't be surprised. He's that entrepreneurial sort of business sort of person. Well, the Knight of Wands is more the entrepreneur, and he's like looking at doing something, a new venture, and moving into something, probably expanding it, to get to this King energy. So I feel like, there may be something going on there with possibly, a business or some sort of venture that you've gone into, or been in, or looking at going into, and there may be something that's held you up. But I do feel like, and this may even be a fire sign that of that may be in this sort of energy, or space, or not necessarily a fire sign, but somebody who is in business. So I do feel like that you may be supporting at the moment for whatever reason, but there's something, there is something about breaking a cycle, or chains there, and releasing yourself from those the bonds of which you keep yourself chained to, whatever that is. Okay, could be a thought, a person, a way of being, or an addiction, or something, toxic energies around you, whatever that is, venturing in there. Now we're going back to start at the beginning again. So we have the dream catcher there, becoming the wisdom. So becoming your wisdom. So, which is really beautiful, because they're telling you, Spirit is saying right off the bat, it's like, digging deep or digging higher, and you're expanding your vibration and going within to, draw out that wisdom, to focus on that wisdom, to bring you to this place here of to take you out of this place, or as you're processing it. And the Six of Wands talks about success. So, there's that struggle and frustration with the Five of Wands, or you're moving, there was a little bit of a battle going on there, understanding, or sussing things out, and, fixing what was not, what was not going right there, seeing that, repairing it, and then, or looking at that and then moving on, finding a solution, basically. And so with this, the Six of Wands talks about, that is like you figured something out, you've moved on, taken the next step, and seeing where you need to go. The King of Wands is there waiting for you, basically, and it's like, this is maybe something you've put out for in the future, like that's successful in, in the actions and the movements that you take to get to, basically, having, your business pretty much, or this success that you see as not just, not just as business, but as all sorts, everything. But it's like the King of Wands is that action taker energy there, and he makes things happen. Can be a bit of an energy where he can, overwhelming in a way, and can be quite, I guess, bossy, or overwhelming in the sense of the energy that they put into it, and they just run with things, so they're not willing, they're willing to just go and do something, or look into it, adventure into it. So I feel like this is kind of like, in a way, like with you, is like there may have been something that has come up around that area, which is, made you like look at things, and maybe that, this is like for you, like, to step into this energy to help you move out of a funky space that you're in, a situation or experiencing something that you're experiencing now, to work through whatever this shadow is work that you're working on here. So it's like they're seeing like it's looking for the best rather than the worst. Okay, so it's like, and I feel like this is like, even though this is, they've started this way, this is where they're talking about it is there. And the steps that you can take, that knowing that there is support there, not just on this side but on the other side as well. I feel like that it is there, and it's like allowing people to help you as well. I'm hearing delegating as well, but also you helping yourself as well. So there may be a certain amount of energy there where you can tap into your healings, some healing or something like that. So we have the Eight of Cups here, the Queen of Wands, which is really nice. So moving through this, it's like, yes, you can turn it around while you're looking through that. So this is really beautiful. The Eight of Cups talks about, taking that next step or moving outside. Like there's a turning point with the Seven. So it's like you've seen it, so you can move forward. So this is about, leaving the emotional past behind you. So, and it's like they're just saying, not necessarily like I'm hearing like, them being mindful of how I say you walk away from that or you move on from that. So it's like you're taking the learning and the wisdom from that will allow you to move forward, with, even though there is still probably feeling a bit, emotional in that, but at least you're not stuck in it, which is where I feel like this is where it's like there's the chains and that wheel is like talking about that maybe you may be feeling a bit stuck in there. But, processing it, taking that time to process it, and then moving forward, because here's the Queen of Wands, and she's a kick-ass bitch, that one, as far as like, creating her magic. And there's usually a black cat, but she's got a blue dragon there. Oh, where's the black cat? Oh, there's no black cat on other decks. Okay, typically, the other decks that I've got, there's a black cat, which is symbolic of magic. So basically, like with the King of Wands, they are very, I'm hearing, they're very enthusiastic sort of energy. So there may be someone like a male energy and a female energy in your life that is trying to support you in some way to help you to move through it, or encouraging you in that way. And you may be, moving. I'm feeling like some of you are talking about what I'm hearing is bringing in through that energy of that masculine and the feminine energy, and finding that balance to, kickstart yourself to get moving or continue moving, or pick up, pick yourself up and get going again, because this energy here is here for you, and it's beautiful energy because they like to get things going. They're looking at, this is what I'm hearing is they're looking forward into the future, and they're taking the steps to, is where they're hearing that. What I'm hearing is, and taking the steps in order for you to, be, do, give, have, and give whatever it is that you desire to do, be, give, and have in your life, basically. Yeah. Wow. So I'm just going to grab a couple of cards and see what comes out of here, but I think that pretty much says it all. So it's what I'm feeling is like, it's like, don't give up hope, clear perspective. There you go. So it's like these energies here, in a way, they have, and this is bringing you about a clearer perspective as you move on. So it's really just a phase. So what I feel is just like with these wands energies coming through here, is just keeping that momentum going while you're working through this, basically. And the more you process it, and when I say process it, like you visit that and understand what that's about, where did it come from, and you may need get some counseling or some healing or whatever it is, or talk to somebody about it, the quicker that we are able to move through ourselves. So just doing a little plug, so feel free to give me have a look on my Facebook page and or my website, which will be published soon, to book an appointment with me, and or I can offer you some guidance in some way or form to help you to shift through this space, of course. So anyway, I'm going to leave that there, and just You leave that there with now, and with lots of love, peace, harmony, joy, you know, excitement, adventure, prosperity, and abundance. So this is really exciting stuff with these cards coming up, because they are energy. So you know, obviously there's something moving for you, and that's pretty cool. So please do subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed yet, and leave me a comment or a thumbs up, and if this resonates with you as well. Okay, bye for now.